Guten Morgen, friends. Today I am traveling from Nasik, that is India, to Germany. And in this video, I am going to show you what are the costs involved in traveling from door to door, as well as how much time it takes from reaching your home to your destination. Now, a few assumptions that I'm making in this video are because it is raining these days in India and I'm in a remote place called Nasik. So I'll be traveling with a lot of buffer time. So the overall travel time will be too much high as compared to normal ones. Secondly, I have already subscribed to 49 euro ticket, which allows you to travel free of cost, at no additional cost in slow trains or buses in Germany. So this helps me save a lot of travel costs. Number three assumption is I have very little luggage. I have only one big box and one small box, that is cabin baggage and check-in baggage. In case if you are a student or first-time traveler having a lot of luggage, then you probably need to hire a taxi in between, and that would add to the cost of your travel. So let's start and check out how much cost it takes to reach Germany and how much time it takes. Now I got only euro 20 euros with me right now at home in Nasik, and I would like to check out if how much money is left, how much euros are left when I reach home in Germany. Now, from home to railway station Nasik, I am traveling with my own car. Otherwise, this also adds to the cost of travel. So I'm assuming that normally it costs around 200 rupees INR. So I'll add 200 rupees in the total cost of travel from Nasik to home in Germany. Now, as I said, I'll be going by train to airport. So it costs very less. I'm going by this AC chair car. It costs around 500 rupees. So you may add rupees 500 depending on your cost of travel from your home city to the airport, to the international airport. So in total it is now 700 rupees. Now I made a small mistake actually. I was thinking I'll be landing at Lokmanya Tilak Kurla terminus, but I landed in Dadar. So from now till airport I need to take another taxi, and that would add to my travel cost. So let's book a Ola, and I'll let you know how much it cost me. Now it's almost like 5 hours I've been out of my home, and I am right now at Mumbai airport. And as I said, from Dadar I took a cab, that Ola cab, and it cost me only 250 rupees. So this way it seems like I am saving a lot of money today. Normally it used to cost a lot more than that. I've lost the calculations how much I've paid since morning, but I'll be putting them in text in this video. As you can see, there is one Burger King in front of the airport, and I feel like, and I believe the prices are quite okay. The prices that you find in typical airports are too costly, but in this Burger King I was able to eat pretty cheap. And as I already mentioned, my bill was 340 rupees. So that is going to add to the cost of my travel. And now I will be entering inside this airport, and most likely I may not be spending any more INR after now. Let's see. Finally, I have entered this airport, and in Mumbai airport, especially, I'm not sure about other airports. In Mumbai airport, once you enter this building, you are not allowed to move out of this building at all. I mean, whatever you have to purchase, whatever you have to buy for eating, drinking, whatever you think like, you have to do it well in advance. Once you are inside this premises, it's not possible to go out. So now I have a lot of time to spend. I'll just roam around here and there, or maybe simply sleep. And finally, I have reached Bahrain. Here I need to stay for almost 3.5 hours, and then I'll proceed to Frankfurt. Just for information, I did not pay anything for any food or something here in Bahrain, so that 20 euro note is still there intact in my purse. And you probably must have seen from my face, I'm really tired, half asleep. And again, I have to travel for another 6.5 or 7 hours journey to Frankfurt, and then around 7 hours journey to my home in Halle. Picture abhi baki hai mere dost. Now here a Firangi file pro tip for first time travelers. So guys, whenever you are traveling with a layover in between, let's say if you're traveling from India to Germany, most likely you'll be having a layover in somewhere in Middle East, like Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, or somewhere. So what happens in case if your flight is taking off in late night hours, it is very sleepy then when you reach on these layover sites. So never ever lie down and take a nap here in these places, because guys, it is really very dangerous. And I have seen multiple cases, including me myself, when I was having a layover in Egypt, Cairo, and I was literally fast asleep. And there was the last call which was announcing my name, and then I suddenly woke up. So it's always better to roam around, sit around, but never sleep whenever you are there for a layover. Now I'm in Frankfurt Airport, and today there was something strange happening. When I just came out of the aircraft, there were some inspectors checking passport and visa of everybody who just get off the aircraft. Normally it never used to happen like this. Maybe some changes happened, but then you have to show all your passport and your visa and everything. But that's fine, not an issue. And finally, friends, it is around 7:45 a.m. and I am free now. I got my luggage as well, and now I have to go to Halle through with train. Now friends, here an additional cost can come because from Frankfurt Airport to your home residence, it will definitely cost you something. Now it so happens that my home location is around 300 kilometers from here, so I have to travel with train. Now I strongly recommend friends, whenever you come to Germany, please book a Deutschland ticket, that is 49 euro ticket, well in advance. I've made a dedicated video how to book it using your Indian debit or credit cards also. So if you book a Deutschland ticket well in advance, you will be saving a lot of money in your travel cost from the airport, that is the Germany airport, to your home location. Now I'll be going by trains, which is going to cost me nothing. Now one more tip for the first time comers to Frankfurt Airport, friends. So here there are two terminals in the airport. There is Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. And as I've seen in last 6 months, most of the flights to India or going to India and coming from India, they start and end at Terminal 2. And the airport train station, that is the train station through which you can travel, is at Terminal 1. And these two terminals are quite far from each other. So you cannot just walk down to between these two terminals, and there are these shuttle bus services which are available, which are free of cost available. There's one more bus going on. And they normally they travel almost every 15 minutes, which is absolutely free of cost. So make sure, just ensure that. So if you are booking your ticket, please make sure which terminal your flight is coming to or going from, and accordingly plan your journey, because there might be some delay in switching between these two terminals. And now I landed at Terminal 2, and through this shuttle bus I have come to Terminal 1, and if you can see, there is a train station, that is Bahnhof, and from here I will be getting my train to Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. Hauptbahnhof means main station, and from there I'll get connecting trains to my hometown, my home place in Halle. Now I'm in lift and I have to go to this one, that is Regional Bahnhof, and Gleis means track 2 and 3. So you have to be very careful, friends, otherwise it makes a lot of wastage of time if you don't plan in advance. And now in this Regional Bahnhof, that is train station which is just below the airport, you have to come to platform number 1, because from platform number 1 you will find trains going towards Hauptbahnhof. Hauptbahnhof, once again I'll tell you, Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, as you can see, is Frankfurt main station. Now I have reached Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, that is Frankfurt main station. Now one more point, if you are a first time comer, you might get a little confused, because there are two Frankfurt in Germany. I mean, they are spelled exactly like Frankfurt only, and one Frankfurt is in the near to Berlin, and there is one more Frankfurt where I am right now. So to differentiate, the Frankfurt which is near to Berlin is known as Frankfurt Oder, O-D-E-R, which is the name of a river. So it is very close to that river Oder, so they normally write it as Frankfurt O. And the other Frankfurt where I am right now, this is the main station with the main airport. This is Frankfurt Main, M-A-I-N, don't call it as Main, this is Main. Main is another river. And so to differentiate, if you are booking tickets, please make sure that by mistake you should not book Frankfurt Oder. Please make sure that you book only Frankfurt Main. Now coming back to the point, I again reiterate, please buy a 49 euro ticket well in advance, because every travel will cost you at least 3 to 4 euros otherwise. For example, from Frankfurt Flughafen, that is airport, to Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof cost around 3 euros. So I'm not calculating it at all, because I've already bought a 49 euro ticket. Now further I have to travel to Halle, which is around 300 kilometers from here, and I have unfortunately missed a train. So the next train is at 9:15. That means I have to wait here for almost 1 hour. Now it is time to use my 20 euro note, that is the currency note that I showed you at the beginning of the video. Because now another important point to note here is, friends, you won't find any public toilets around. I mean, there are toilets like which is just behind me, which is known as WC, or you will find it as Rail Fresh, but they are not free service. I mean, you need to shell out at least 50 cents to 1 euro
for every visit to those toilets. So make sure that you get yourselves free in the airport only. The next option is in the Zug, that is the long trains. Whether it is slow or fast, they have toilets in them also. And one more point you should note is you also need to carry some cash, because in many places you will find, like I am going to buy some breakfast for me myself, and there are chances that the guy will not accept credit cards or debit cards. So in that case, at least 50 to 60 euros as cash is also highly recommended. So I made some use of the time left. I had almost 1 hour, so I ordered something from Burger King, which is just near to which is in the railway station. And this much cost me only 3.89 euros. So I feel there's a pommes frites and cold drink and burger. So this should be good for my breakfast.
And now it's almost 12 noon and I have reached a station called Kassel. From here I will be taking another train to Halle. So in between I did not make any expense. The last expense was 3.89 euros at the breakfast in Burger King. But I plan to have some lunch here. So let's see how much it cost me. So I just had one smart menu from McDonald's, which gives one cold drink as well as some burger and pommes frites. So that cost me around 6 euro, 5.99 euro. And this will add to my cost of travel. And finally I have reached the last station, that is Halle. And as you can see from my face, I am pretty tired. It's like 30 plus hours I've been traveling since from India. And now it is almost like 3 p.m. here in local time. Now, important thing to tell you friends, I am carrying only this amount of luggage. That is one big box and one cabin bag. And that is what one can easily carry. Otherwise, more than two boxes makes a lot of trouble to carry. So in case if you are incoming student or you are coming with a lot of luggage, you need to also hire a taxi or something. So friends, these all calculations that I have showed you till today, they are without any taxi charges. And taxi can cost you like anything. Trust me friends, if you travel even 20 kilometers by taxi, it might cost you more than 50 euros. So which is definitely a big amount. So please take this into consideration. Apart from that, in many cases, as I have seen, the students who come here, they normally come through some consultancy or something. And there are many paid consultants also who will arrange everything, right? Like your air tickets, your train tickets, even taxi tickets. So you need to be very careful, friends, how much you are actually paying in advance for this purpose, because I have seen a couple of cases wherein students were charged more than 150 euros. And if they had done it themselves, it would have cost them no more than 30-35 euros. So make sure, friends, you are not falling trap to such things. And as I always advocate, please go for 49 euro ticket also. That's the best bet, at least till it is valid. I'm sure it is valid till June or July 2025. So in case if you're coming before this time, it is a very prudent decision to go for 49 euro ticket.
And finally, I have reached my last station, that is Silberhohe, which is near to my house. And this is the train through which I came from. Now, once again, friend, as I took 49 euro ticket, I am not counting the cost of travel with this train. But in case if you have not opted for this 49 euro ticket, then you need to calculate these costs as well. Now from here I need to walk down 800 meters to my home, and then I'll be back home.
So finally friends, I have reached my home in Halle and I'm literally tired now. So the exact time it took from door to door, that is from home in India to home in Germany, plus the exact amount of cost in INR as well as in euros, this all information I'll edit over the video. And this was all about for this video, friends. If you have any doubts, questions, comments, queries, etc., please feel free to post them on YouTube comments. I'll be more than happy to assist you. I'll see you in my next video. See you and bye-bye.